Hello, my name is Jason and welcome back to I Have a Story. I'd like to ask people to subscribe and like my channel and share my stories and try to help me grow and be heard. I'm hoping to really make a difference and help a lot of people here. I haven't been able to get on and make videos here the past couple weeks. I had videos that were already already recorded, and I learned working with professionals when I started my YouTube channel and getting into YouTube. I like to do the research and investigate and learn how to be the best I can. One of the things that was taught was when you start, you should pre-record videos and have them set aside ahead of time so that you don't have blank spaces like I just did with no videos being aired. But I couldn't air those videos because they're related to this case and with things that are going on and what she has done, what the courts have allowed. I don't know where things stand with all of it and what I can do and not get in trouble. Even though what I was doing was not illegal, we opened up a door to putting clauses that we don't know where exactly things stand. So I don't want to air those videos. I've been working on my other channels, and I guess I've been airing and keeping, and I have a lot bigger following over on Patreon than I do here. So I'm gonna keep those videos over there where I feel that they're safe. And here I'm gonna change my direction and go back to where this channel was initially supposed to go, and that's more for helping other people than seeking help myself. Even though I am seeking help and hopefully I can grow and I want to prove myself and hopefully make a career out of this and do a lot. There's a lot I want to do with this channel. I've been planning this for years and not it's kind of hard not knowing how to go with things, and there's so much for me to present and talk about and how to present it. So I'm coming back and changing my direction on YouTube, and I'm gonna be sharing a lot more stories and a lot more knowledge for people, and hopefully it helps a lot of people out there. Um, I've also had a lot of doctor's appointments. Finally, after so many months, I started with this new doctor at the beginning of November, mid-November, and now my referrals and all my stuff, the balls are finally rolling, and it all happens at once, because can't make it easy and say, hey, we want to start now 5 months ago and get one doctor and then get established and get into another professional. And then, but no, now everybody's coming through at once. So it's going to be really busy. And that's part of why I pre record videos, because I get caught up in these doctor's appointments. And for me, I mean, I travel a long ways to see these doctors and it takes me all day. I can't just sit in a car and drive for an hour. I got to stop, drive for 20 minutes, pull over, take a break. Um, it's gotten really difficult. I was supposed to have surgery on my colon in December, but that had to get postponed because of the court dates that were made for that. Uh, and then when I saw the surgeon here a few weeks ago, he couldn't perform the surgery because now the damage is so bad that they couldn't continue with the surgery. They couldn't do it. So now we're trying to get I'm on more medications and still bleeding and still in severe pain and having problems. Yesterday I couldn't sit down at all. This past week I've not left the house since Friday of last week. And today's Thursday because I haven't been able to sit down long enough to get into a car and go anywhere. And sit on the edge of the seat. You can't sit in a car in a way, same way in fashion positions I can sit in a house chair. So I'm just trying to do the best I can. But on a positive note, and you're going to see a change in me all the way around here. I just saw my doctor last week, and I know my medical documentation is huge. Books. I mean, literally, my medical documentation is books because there is so much wrong with me. So the last time I saw him, and this is the same doctor I've talked about putting me on all these medications that have made me worse and not any better, and just put me back on what I was on before that made my life so much better. And I don't like it. It's a necessary evil. I don't like pills at all. I hate them. I honestly despise them. But I know they're a necessary evil in certain people's lives. They're just way overdone in this country. For too many people, it's too easy just to turn to a pill than to be a parent or to even be able to deal with things. But that's part of what my channel's about. I'm going to be trying to hopefully make people stronger, make people more educated to make better decisions. So he was going through and said, hey, I finally got to your spine notes. you have spinal stenosis, and now you have, and it was documented before when they wanted to do spinal surgery on me before, I had 2 severe spinal damaged areas in my spine. Now it's documented that I have 3, which was thanks to the person who was trying to ruin my life. Now it's documented and through imaging that I have 3 severe damaged areas to my spine. And he said, I wish I would have found this before. That right there automatically qualifies you for the pain meds you've already been on for years. So you're going to see a difference in me because, God, just even the mild pain meds that I take, even though they are a narcotic, it's the low end of the spectrum. It knocks the edge off and makes things so much better. I can move and function so much better in less time sitting and smoking. It's actually making my life a lot better and more productive again. So I thank him to finally, and he said, if I'd have seen this, I'm sorry, if I'd have seen this, yes. And that doesn't even include all the other things that I have that actually qualify me for it too. So you're going to see a difference in me now because, man, it feels so much better. And I take 5 milligram Norco. It's like taking an aspirin that works with no side effects. I'm going to make a video. Again, I have a lot to share, and with my last pain management doctor I have had, there I sit and listen, when salesmen and other people, and this was a time that a salesman came in the office trying to sell a pitch to my pain management doctor on a procedure. I'll tell you what, it's amazing, amazing. And my pain management doctor didn't know anything about it. I just happened to hear him in the next room talking, and I walked out because this is who I am. It's how I got to get to know so many things, because I walked out of my room into that office and said, hey, I heard you guys talking. What you talking about? And I sat down with the salesman and he threw me the pitch. I said, sign me up. I want to try it. And I'm going to follow this video up to keep these short with that knowledge and what happened with that video. I'm going to have to get up here in a few minutes and walk around. I'm starting to get pains and cramps. Those pain pills do a lot, but it can't touch everything. And when I have severe spikes in pain, it doesn't even come close. So I'm going to share with you what I learned from that salesman and what it did for me, because it's absolutely amazing, amazing. And this is knowledge that really needs to get passed on. More people need to try this procedure. It's amazing. So I've been working with, my doctors, and been trying to get, a lot done here. With the current case that's going on with my kids and that whole situation, you've already seen 2 years worth. Just like I've met with a lot of professionals over the past week and a half, and I've already said, you've already shown enough. It's already been 2 years. It's a total trend you've already shown. You don't need to show anymore. Now we need to get the ball rolling in court. So 5 motions have been filed in the past week. There's still one more coming, at least one more. So hopefully we get the ball rolling in that direction with that. And I'll talk more about that over on my other channel. And I'll keep mild updates here as to what's going on with that case for the people who are on here and not following me on the other networks. And I'm on several networks, but the one's really been the biggest for me, surprisingly. So I'll keep you updated on that. And I'm going to follow this video up with a video about the pain management doctor. And then my next series of videos is one I really, really want to share, and one that I'm really proud of myself on, and I really hope that other people will be proud of me and what I was able to do. I have been sitting for several years asking myself, where did people go so wrong in the head? What has made society just totally spiral out of control? And not necessarily just what's going on today. In my sense of what I'm saying here is, when I was a kid and I looked at women, women were just angels. Men were the bad ones. And I understand that total mentality of people. But today I'm seeing so many bad women, and it's made me question. I've been asking in elders, elderly people. I love elderly people. I spend a lot of time. There's a lot of knowledge to gain from the elders. So I've been asking, were women like this 50, 60 years ago? Were they having the struggles and problems they are now? And yes, absolutely, sure, some of them were, but not to the extent to what we see today. As a man, I understand to a certain extent, and I've used this as a light term, just like most people do with all of it, but it's where I'm stopping. I'm not making this light anymore. We keep putting just simple terms onto things and not actually analyzing in our own heads or in anybody else's heads and just use simple terms like crazy, nuts, we we don't actually learn and see what is going on. So I've been sat down over these past few weeks, and this is the way my brain works. Something sits in the back of my head, and I just sit there and it spins and it spins, and I don't really think about it a lot. Every once in a while, maybe, or I'll sit and even just rack my brain, take a break, rack my brain, take a break. And this is when I was racking my brain on, and I've been racking my brain on for several years. But this is the way my head works, and I don't quite understand it. So I wasn't thinking about it I don't know, a good week and a half, 2 weeks ago. And I wasn't thinking about it. I was thinking about other things, and then all of a sudden things just pop in my head. And this is one of them. Where did mental illness and illness come from? Now, I'm not going to Google it. I'm not going to research that question. I'm going to give you my knowledge and what I've learned and what I've been able to put together. And I hope you're proud of me and what I've been able to do. And I hope this actually gets shared with professionals. And I hope they're proud of me because I honestly think it's worthy of it. So I'm going to be making a video real quick after this one about the pain management doctor because I'd like to share that story and hopefully help other people. I'll get, I don't know when I can get these videos aired again. We've still been having so many problems with our network ever since that last hit on our cell phone network a few weeks ago. Things have been horrible again, just absolutely horrible for everybody up here. My whole area, I don't know about anywhere else, but my area, more people are wanting to throw their cell phones in the garbage and be done with it because it's just, what's the point of paying? And they want to keep raising rates and fees, and it costs us more and it works less. It's been absolute insanity. The cell phone industry is one of the biggest rackets in America. I mean, everything is turned into, any of the big corporations now is turned into such a racket. So I'm going to hopefully make you proud, and I want to share some knowledge and what I've learned. And hopefully did a good job on this one. But I'm going to share with you what I've put together as far as where did mental illness come from, where did it start, and where health illnesses come from, all the way around. And it's going to be a series of videos because there's a lot to talk about in each topic. And there's not just one cause for mental illness. There are many, and there are many types of mental illness. But what started them? Where do they come from? And I'm hoping to answer that question for you. So please stay tuned. Please like my channel, subscribe, and share my stories. And hopefully I can help a lot of people out there with knowledge, experience that I've learned, and the mind that I have, and been able to put things together and analyze the way that I do. So please stay tuned and watch my videos, and hopefully I can make you proud.